Well, hello to you. My name's Dominic Tester, and I'm the Assistant Head Teacher at Costello Technology College, an 11 to 16 Specialist Technology College in Basingstoke in Hampshire. We were actually asked by the Specialist Schools and Academies Trust if we wanted to pilot Event Elephant. And I think certainly for us, what we are quite keen to look at is new ways to start increasing the levels of parental engagement. And what we were particularly keen in looking at is how ICT can be used to try and enhance parental engagement. So I hope what you're going to see over the next few minutes just gives you a little bit of a flavour as to how we at the college are actually starting to use Event Elephant to start promoting and enhancing parental engagement with the school community. Okay, over the next 5 minutes or so, I want to really give you an overview as to how we at Costello are actually using Event Elephant to support community engagement. We've, I think, recognised that the product's actually got a huge amount of potential within the school, from organising and managing all the administration for adult learning events and adult education courses, all the way through to various curriculum evenings, such as Year 9 options evenings, to Mufti days, all sorts of things. And it's so easy to actually set up an event and start engaging the wider community on booking online, for example. As a specialist technology college, we see it being used for a number of family learning events that we have during the year, one of which is our annual Robot Day. So let's just give you a quick tour of a couple of events that we've actually run so far. One thing that we've started doing this year, running a number of curriculum insight evenings for those parents of our Year 10 students that have just made their option choices. And these evenings really are all about parents coming in, spending an hour, hour and a half, listening to those subject leaders, talking about the courses, so that we can try and secure our students' expectations with their parents and support them in terms of getting them an understanding as to how they can support their students. So this is just one of those events for Cider that we ran back in December. And as you can see, quite a simple layout. We imported a graphic up at the top. When and where, it automatically puts it onto a Google map, for example. And details about the event. And it's all WYSIWYG editing live onto the page once you've got things set up. So that was one example. The other one, ironically, was for a parent focus group, actually looking at how IT can actually support the wider community in the school. Again, different layout, colours, but very, very similar. And again, very easy for people to actually book that particular event. So just how easy is it? Well, we're going to show you how easy that is. I'm going to basically go through and add a new event. We're going to call this it's going to be a classic event, and it's going to be, I'm just going to put here, let's just call it test event, and it's got a capacity for 150 people, and I'm going to be hosting that. It's going to be, let's put it at the end of the month, 29th, 8 o'clock start in the evening. Go through, put it 29th, and let's put it for an hour and a half. Go live. Now you can actually let the website go live at any particular date. So I actually am just going to say I want this to go live the week before. You then go through and put the details of the event location. So we're going to have this one actually at the college, I think. So Costello Technology College. So as you can see, very, very simple to actually start putting in all the details that you need to run an event. And that's in Basingstoke. Now put the postcode in. Basically all this detail will be used to put the Google Map link in as well. Okay, and I'm going to put this as a school event, and just put it as an event. It's not going to be paid, so I'm not going to tick that. I'll now click on next. Don't want to change any of that. You can update the event capacity if circumstances change later. I'm going to click on next again. Now the site name is basically quite important because when Event Elephant creates a site, this will form part of the web address, the URL for that event. So quite often it's good to do things that are catchy. I'm going to leave that actually as it is. If you want to upload a logo, like you saw on the 2 events that I did earlier, it's very easy to put something together in Fireworks or Photoshop, something like that. You would upload it here. I'm just going to click on Next. And I'm going to, test event's already in use, so I'm just going to put test event 1. Click on Next again. Okay. Let's try that one. Okay, now you've got some ready-made designs, so I'm just going to go for quite a simple design here. Click on Next, and Next again. Now, on the last step, you look at the attendee information registration details. This basically is going to be the form that they fill in to register for the event, so I'm going to want their address as well. It'll ask them for their email, so it's a good way of collecting it. Now, you can add fields, so we've added fields, for example, like what shows your year in, male, female, those types of demographic information that you might actually want to add as well. So I'm just going to click on Next. So we've created the basics of our website, and it will now take me back to the control area. So what I'm actually going to look at now is having a really good look at the details and so on. So we've done that bit here. If I go through and actually have a look at my test event, this is basically my test event that I've got. I can now click on Edit, go through and put welcome. Get my caps around the right way. And I can then start putting in all the content. I can embed images, I can put video in, flash, all sorts of things. And when I'm finished, I would just then click on Save. And there we have the event. So I'm just going to return to the control area, and I'm going to basically show you what happens when people start booking for an event. When you go back to a control event for a real live event that people are actually wanting to go to, such as this one that you've already seen, what we actually see is the contacts. Now, contacts are those that you may well already have, or you can import them from your MIS using a CSV file. So you can do bulk emailing out of the invitations to your particular event once it's set up. You can also get an overview of the bookings, and you can then send out automated emails, invitations, reminders about the event, and also thank you letters for those that have actually attended the event themselves. So I'm just going to go back. Well, I hope you found the last 8 minutes or so useful. I think you'll agree that Event Elephant's actually got a huge amount of potential to support the running of school events, whether they're paid or in fact free. We're certainly going to be using it for our school productions, our adult education courses that are all basically paid activities, along with the many free events that we can think of putting the system good use to. Things like parents' evenings, information insight evenings, and some of the family learning activities that we run throughout the year.